All right, what's the number one question I'm getting from investors these days is, well, it's how's the market, right? So how is the market? All right, my name is Jim Fong. I'm an investor and realtor in Las Vegas, and I help investors like you identify investment opportunities, all right? So let's talk about how the market is right now, okay? Let's take a quick recap of the market, okay? Interest rates are high, so returns are much lower on financed investments, right? If you need to get a mortgage to buy a property, with rates being around 7%, it's going to kill all your returns, right? So just adding to that, I mean, an average return if someone bought a property cash right now is probably anywhere from 5 to 10%, right? But if you have to take out 7% just to borrow the money, it's really going to cut into your profits a lot, right? So think about that too. Inventory, interestingly enough, I mean, that's the one thing that's keeping our market going very well, all right? We have very low inventory, all right? Reason being is, you know, if you bought a home in the last few years and you locked in like a 2.5% rate, a 3% rate, well, those people are not going to be moving, right? Because if you had a low mortgage and a really nice rate like that, you know, if you sold your property, you know, and you bought something even less expensive, your payment is probably going to be about the same because you're paying much higher interest now. So with that, we're seeing less sellers putting their home on the market for sale, right? So we have low inventory, which is helping sustain our real estate prices right now because the demand is, you know, it dropped with the lower interest rates, but they've held steady. And now with the inventory dropping right now, it's giving us a pretty balanced market right now, you know? I mean, so starter homes and maybe just like entry-level homes, those are getting multiple offers right now, okay? Because that's the highest in demand, all right? So the market's pretty steady right now. And again, it's because of the low inventory, okay? On the other side now, so if you were a buyer or you're thinking about buying, well, if the inventory keeps going down, all right, and the demand stays normal, right? Everyone is waiting for, you know, interest rates to go down or something like that. Well, if interest rates go down, you're guaranteed to see another seller market where it's like bidding wars and everyone's making offers over list price and things like that too, right? Because nowadays, I mean, with just the low inventory, good buyer demand, if you drop the interest rates, it's going to get crazy again. So that's what people are anticipating, right? So if you're thinking about buying, you should probably jump into the market now, honestly, because as soon as things start flipping, you're not going to get your closing costs or you're not going to get incentives from builders or anything like that anymore when you're competing against other buyers, right? So that's the market in a nutshell, all right? So another really common question that I get from a lot of people are, how are Airbnbs in Las Vegas? You know, it's a tourist city. I imagine it's great. I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it, right? Well, the problem is Las Vegas is going through, like many cities across the country, they're trying to figure out the rules and regulations on how to deal with short-term rentals like Airbnb or VRBOs and things like that, right? So, you know, you're seeing a lot of people worried because they're expecting people to get licenses now, right? And not everyone's going to get a license. It's like a lottery system in Clark County, and it's really hard. You can't buy the house first and then hope you get selected to get a license, right? So it's kind of putting people kind of like not really sure if they need to proceed with this, right? In the city of Henderson for short-term rentals, I mean, it's pretty much full already, all right? You need to be 1,000 feet away from another one, and it's hard to find a property that's not in an HOA that's more than 1,000 feet away from another Airbnb already too. So Henderson's kind of out. North Las Vegas, there's areas there where you can find something like that, but the demand is a little lower in that area compared to some other parts of Las Vegas too. So with the Airbnbs, and there's so many people getting into Airbnbs now, you know, the supply is high, demand's level, right? So we're seeing our nightly rates drop a little bit, definitely with Airbnbs, okay? So that's the update on that. And let's talk about money, all right? Let's talk about money because this is about investing too, right? So, you know, I mean, as you noticed a couple of weeks ago, I mean, it's been all over the news, Silicon Valley Bank, you know, FDIC had to step in. They didn't have enough money for their deposits and all those things like that. So, you know, it's getting a lot of people thinking, right? Like if you have a lot of cash or things like that, you thought a bank was a safe place to put your money, but it turns out that it's not totally safe either, right? So real estate being a tangible investment and you can receive rents for them, it's a pretty good option right now. So you're seeing a lot of people taking money out of banks and like, hey, let's just invest it in real estate, right? If I hold it for a long time, I hope that it'll appreciate over time, and at least I'm getting rent in the meantime, right? So I'm getting a return for my cash right now rather than leaving it in a bank, all right? So that's the update, all right? Thanks for watching. If you like videos about real estate investing and things like that, please check out my other videos and subscribe, all right? Thanks.